There's that human impulse to worship and to exalt and to long for connection to the divine. We are, unfortunately, in our culture, being driven and guided more often than not to worship things that are false and empty, like celebrity culture, like consumerism, consumer goods, a new pair of shoes, popularity, being a success by what modern standards meaning a nice car, beautiful spouse, two children and a picket fence. These are all lies that we've been sold.
This teacher let me go off by myself and draw pictures. And so I had hours and hours of time where I was just left to my own devices, drawing pictures, and she would encourage me. And that was a wonderful period in my life. I mean, I didn't become an artist, but somebody let me do something I loved. In a way, what I do as a writer, I just sit by myself. That whole quality of being in my own mind, not being directed at what I should be doing moment by moment. Not having a clear plan set out by anybody, and just letting imagination enter into the blank page. So in that respect, I can thank Miss Grudoff of the 3rd grade.
Because I get too enthusiastic, and if I like something, I'll get so enthusiastic, but I can't even hear what the person's saying. So
we like to do the deep research and really figure out.
Yeah, I mean, not necessarily just like it's an excuse to get yourself inspired, like rather than just I don't know, if you think there's a rote way of doing something, it's kind of like it allows you to have your eyes open more to the world around you. Like you can kind of, and you start kind of programming yourself to think, how does this piece of music make me feel? Does it relate to this? How can I, or like anything, you just the way you read and everything, things don't just become entertainment or escapism anymore. They become some kind of fuel, and you feel kind of nurtured by it. And I only really realized that art can do that to you because I was using it to kind of develop a character, to learn how to act, basically, if that makes any sense.
I think it would be a shame to discover your whole bag of tricks and then you stop trying, and then it stops being exciting and scary. And I wouldn't want that to happen.
So do you have to avoid having the bag of tricks? Are you looking to avoid?
I'm looking to avoid never to discover the whole bag of tricks. I think that's why I really like to play a lot of different parts and discover different facets of myself, I guess, and my understanding of people and my curiosity about people. You understand, you sort of can keep surprising yourself, I guess. I like that.
And do you have any interest in writing and directing and all of that?
Not in writing and directing. I think I really love developing scripts with the producers and the director, and I love working on scenes and
the way that I do it is tons and tons and tons of streams of possibilities, of shapes, what's where does it go? And I've done it for so long now that a lot of that data has sort of dissolved and it's all feeling now. I just know where it is. It's very Jedi now. Like I just know where it is. And sometimes I don't know how I know. It'll be different every single night, but I found some weird confluence of what I know and what I don't know, but what I'm pretty sure is going to be there. And it's more fun than ever to play guitar because I'm not playing it like a student of guitar anymore.
What is it? Why do you think people think you're a bit nutty?
I don't know. I think it's their problem, really. I remember when I was 5 and I made a conscious decision. There's 2 ways of doing things. Mm-hmm. Either the way everybody expects you to be and do it like you're supposed to do it and do it like morally correct, or
your way.
the way you can have a fun and a laugh. And I decided to stay on that side of the canyon, and I've never regretted it, you know. And if people on the other side of the canyon were sort of trying to be sort of middle of the road, very small town mentality, normal, whatever, if they find me awkward from that side of the canyon, well, that's their problem, really.
You got it right.
But I'm having the time of my life, so I don't care.
When people would compare me to the guys that were the great guys, that was a great compliment, but I knew it was way too soon to accept that. It was way too soon, so I didn't listen to that, because that's not what my path is. It's great to be compared to this great artist, but I have my own thing to do. I have my own thing to say, and I started to get fans or people that wanted me to continue to remind them of other great artists that came before me. So I knew I'd lose people along the way, because that's not what I came to be. I came to be me. I was inspired by so many great artists, but I came to do me. That was my own concern. My only concern was to make sure that they might not see it now, but this is going somewhere. And I don't know where it's going, but it's definitely going somewhere.
We have to be more alert and aware of our own components as human beings. We have the capacity to do wonderful things and help each other, and we have the capacity to do terrible things to each other. And to acknowledge that we have those components, own them, and take responsibility for them. I mean, this is huge. And I feel that, you know, as a parent, a single parent of my own children, that, you know, if every parent and every human being just says, you know, yes, you know, the enemy is also me, and I accept that I can do terrible things. I am capable of doing terrible things, and I'm also capable of doing immense good in this world and helping others. And it's a question of decision and weeding out those components that are less worthy to be the person we need to be.